Welcome to the tutorial for My PTS Time 2 billing for RBT, LPN, RN, and school counselor billing. The first thing you'll need to know is that unlike the other PTS therapists, you will not be billing to students. Your billing will always be to a school billing code and under the non-student other category on your timesheet. The first thing you will do in order to start your timesheet is click Timesheets on this toolbar, and you'll need to make sure you're in the month that you're going to be entering billing for. From the drop down, you'll select the district you're starting a timesheet for, and you will see multiple districts here if you service more than one district for PTS. And click Start New Timesheet. Remember that you're only able to start one timesheet a month for each district listed here, and you can only submit your timesheet once a month. You are able to enter billing as often as you need to throughout the month. Once you click Start New Timesheet, you're brought to the timesheet summary page. You can see the month, the district. You can keep track of the hours that you have entered, which are actually entered in minutes, and the system converts to hours. You're also able to see whether you submitted or not. You can see the date and time you submitted, and you'll be able to see when your timesheet is approved. Once you click Start New Timesheet, you also see the different weeks that you're able to enter billing by week onto your timesheet. Clicking Review and Submit opens up your entire timesheet and allows you to see all of these weeks on the same page. But when you are entering billing, you will do so by selecting a week. We are going to select the week of June 4th through June 8th. Next screen you see is the list that shows all of the schools in your district. Here's another checkpoint to make sure you're in the week that you want to enter billing for. And the first school we're going to enter billing for is PTS Elementary. Again, you will not be billing to a student, so you will not use student time. You won't be billing group time for the same reason. Your billing will be going under the non-student time link. When you click that link, you'll always see under this tab the opportunity to bill to the district, which would only be travel that can never be billed to a school building, and if your districts allow you to bill for travel between districts or between school buildings in your district, and district summons meetings, etc. The other place you have the opportunity to bill is the school building. This will always be the building that you selected non-student other under. We're going to click this school, and as you see, it opens up and you have two options to enter your billing under. You are never going to enter billing under RTII. You will be entering your billing under the other category. So the first thing we're going to do is, I am an LPN for example's sake, and I am at a school for 7.5 hours. So I'm going to enter 450 minutes. The next thing I need to do is add the note that supports my billing for that day. Keep in mind that although the target hours, which are shown up here, which are the number of hours you are allowed to bill up to a day for your district, is shown here. If, however, you don't work that full day, please do not bill that full time. You want to make sure you're only billing the actual hours worked. Under target hours, you see total. This shows you what you're entering. If for some reason you were to go over the target hours, you will notice that this turns red. there's a place at the top of your timesheet on the next screen where you will have to enter a note that supports the overage so that it can be approved. I'm going to take that back to our full day on Monday, June 4th. And a note for an LPN would include something of this matter: MDS classroom nurse, assist nurse's office under RN, seizure precautions, safety precautions, medication administration, feeding, diabetic monitoring, insulin administration, treatment for hypoglycemia, tube feedings, VNS magnet swiping, documenting, etc. And so this is where I would enter that note. I would type it all in here and click OK. Then I would go throughout the rest of the week and enter my billing. And I am at the elementary school for 3 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I'm going to enter my minutes there, add my note, and do the same for Wednesday. Add my note. I'm going to click save because that's all the time that I have at the elementary school. On Thursdays and Fridays of each week, I am at a different school. Once I click save, then I go back to the screen where I see the list of all the schools in that district. The other school that I'm at on Thursdays and Fridays is the high school. Again, I'm going under non-student time. I'm going to click high school. I'm only using the other tab. I'm going to go over to Thursday, June 7th. I'm going to enter my 450 minutes, which converts to 7.5 hours. I'm going to put my note. Your note, I'm using the same note here. However, your note will support what it is that you've done on that day. In some cases, it is the same duties. I'm going to enter my minutes here, enter my note, click OK. That is all the billing I have for that week. I'm going to click save. I do not have any other billing to enter for that week. You can either arrow to the next week and continue to enter your billing, which let's enter the billing for the middle school, which I covered the middle school on Monday the 11th for part of the day. This was my regular day. I'm gonna just put my note. Wednesday was my regular day. I'm gonna put my note. And then I'm gonna click save. Now, I worked an entire day on Monday, but I only did 200 hours at the middle school. And the other 250 minutes were done at the elementary school. So I'm going to go to the elementary school, click non-student time, click on the school link, and put in my 250 minutes. I'm going to add my note. I've completed my billing for that school. If you ever want to see what you've done so far, just click return to timesheet. You want to click review and submit. As I said, it opens up your entire timesheet. This is where you would put that note for any days that you've exceeded the target hours. As you can see, my billing for June 4th is there for that week. The 3 days at the elementary school, the time I entered my notes, the 2 days at the high school during that week, the time I entered my notes. And the next week, remember, I was at the elementary school covering working for 250 minutes, and the rest of the time I was at the middle school for 200 minutes. Again, the time, my notes. The rest of the week I was at the middle school on that Tuesday and Wednesday, and I still need to enter my billing for Thursday and Friday. So at this point, you will not submit your timesheet. Remember, you can only do that once. I'm going to go back to timesheets. You have to make sure you're in the right month. And I'm going to finish entering my billing for the week of June 11th, which I'm at the high school on that Thursday and Friday. I'm going to enter my time here. I'm there for a full day. I'm there for a full day on Friday. Click OK. Save. You must always remember to click save. And I'm going to return to timesheets. I'm going to click review and submit. And again, you can see that the Thursday and Friday billing at the high school is now added to my timesheet. For example's sake, I'm going on a 2-week vacation. I do not have any additional billing for June. I don't have any overages that I need to account for. If I had any students on my caseload, actually this doesn't apply because again, nurses, school counselors, RBT billing does not go to a student. It goes to school buildings. So I'm going to select submit timesheet. I can now see on the timesheet summary page, June, at the right district, I entered a total of 75 hours for June. Yes, I submitted, and I did so on August the 3rd at 11:38 a.m. This is important because your timesheet must be submitted by 11:59 p.m. on the 3rd of every month for the previous month's billing. And I do not have any additional billing to enter. I am finished with this page. If I ever wanted to go in to just look at the timesheet, because I can't do anything else to it once it's submitted, I would go to the month I'm looking for, make sure it's the district I'm looking for, click view submitted timesheet, and again it would open up. I could see the entire timesheet. Thank you for viewing this tutorial on billing for RBTs, LPNs, RNs, and school counselors. I wish you the best.